Jets Fantasy Draft franchise will be getting started here in Week 14, a very important game in this season. Ben Spriggs getting his next drill in here. If we lose this game, it could cost us the playoffs. We lost a easy matchup against the Chargers, and that's a big reason we're in the predicament that we're in. Damn, he almost got me. It's crazy. Leave me be. Got silver. I'll take it. I met Walker. Understaffed. Got gold on the covered skeleton last time. Let's see if we can do the same here. Did not get turned around in a good way there. Okay, Williams, you could have picked that. Went right over your head. Damn it. That curl route kills me every time. Got by Spriggs. Give me the... Ain't no way. Corbett is turning into an elite passer, I guess. Which is a good thing for us. Just not in these practices. Hot dot. Loss of 10 on the play. Incomplete, that'll get us bronze at least. Better than... whatever is it? Langham? I always forget that man's name. He doesn't make any plays. He almost got a touchdown off that spin. God dang. The drill is 4 out of the 6 drills for linebackers just suck. Most of the time. Wait, it's week 14, so we're 17, so we're at trench battle. Alright, getting around the edge there, that's a sack. And a sack there, that'll take us to a gold. Langham's up next. I do need to remember, you know what we're just gonna do now that it's in my brain. This is making up for when I messed up in the last episode. Almost caught me. Aw, oh, damn. That was embarrassing. Alright, Langham. This is 17, so we're DB battle. Ah, that's on me. I thought it was gonna be. I should have known it's gonna be led a bit more. Give me that one though. Give me that. That's on me. I didn't mean to dive. I wanted to swat, but the ball was nowhere near. So you can't spam it like the interception button. Clamped. Clamped again. We need an interception or another sack here, though. Got it. One last drill before we go into another Dolphins game. We dominated them in the last matchup, but definitely was not a great game against the Chargers immediately after, so see if that affects us this week. A loss to the Dolphins, like I said, could end our season. See what kind of upgrades. Oh, well, that was easy. See what kind of upgrades we can get before the game. Had quite a few after the win against them. Great players. Just a couple here. Dwayne Hendricks is one. Let's go deep threat here. Get some of that deep threat running up. Hell yeah, +3 deep, +1 mid. It's a good upgrade right there. Philip Tate. Once the morale is down on defense, it really just never goes back up. Sadly. Let's go power moves here. +3 to his power, we like that. Alright, we literally played the Dolphins in the last episode, so we're gonna skip the roster look. It won't be raining more than likely this time, and this Monday Night Football is actually a pretty good indication of how important this game is going to be. Chiefs beat the Colts, so we can still pass the Colts. We're currently tied with them. Well, not currently. Obviously, they just lost, but still. We will begin with ball this time. Starting here at the 25. Let's see if we can prevent the 3-and-out start like we had in the last one. Enough inside, and just a 1-yard run for Patterson. They keep exposing his stats. Enough going inside. Patterson has the first down. Gain of 11 on the play. Enough inside. Patterson has the first down and more. He's gone. Never mind. There's one more defender there who he also stiff-armed. Huge run into the red zone for Patterson. He wants 2K again. I don't know that it's possible, but it might be. Pass caught. Hoover down to the 2-yard line. Gain of 15 on the play. Patterson had 2 touchdowns against them in their last meeting, and he'll start with 1 in this one. Just number 12 on the year, definitely lower than where he was at this point last year, I'd say. Well, not necessarily. I think he was at 15 or 16. I think he ended with 20 though. Yeah, he ended with 20 on the year. You'll need 10 more touchdowns on the season in order to get... Yeah, that's just not happening. And a good run here. Knox picks up 6. Bills have 6 wins, so they can still win the division. Not likely, but they can. Handoff inside, first down. It's Overstreet, who had a solid game against us last time. Handoff going outside, picks up 4.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 101 yards, and a score. And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff.
Pass caught, first down. It's Curtis.
In sync, and it bodes well this late in the season. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Handoff goes inside, big hole. First, never mind, inches short of the first down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
Handoff inside, has the first down. It's the gain of 1.
You've kind of hit the jackpot there. Throwing on first down.
Pass fired deep and incomplete. Kenny had 2 interceptions against them in their last meeting. You should really stop testing him. He also did throw a touchdown to Curtis on his head, but still. Overstreet, 1 yard gain there. 3rd and 9. 3rd and long was their specialty against us in the last meeting. And pass caught, gain of 7. Say that gets them in the field goal range, but they'll punt. Remember correctly, their kicker has terrible accuracy. Pass incomplete. He was wide open, but he dropped it. That actually worked really well. He just didn't catch it. Handoff outside. Patterson has the blocks, takes it down for an 11-yard gain off the edge to the 49. Handoff going outside again. He powers forward to get to the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Handoff inside again. Patterson picks up 6. We'll go pass here on 3rd and 4. Pass dumped, caught, hauling back, first down. Blitz sent, picked up. Yeah, well, kinda. Patterson has the first down in the air. Down to the 25. He's almost over 100 all-purpose. Handing it off this time, and Patterson's going nowhere. They're blitzing heavily to stop the run, which is going to set up some big passes soon. Handoff going outside, and Patterson's hesitating way too much there. Picks up 3. 3rd down and 7 now. Had Hollenbeck wide open. Instead, he'll throw it away. First incompletion of the day results in a field goal. Try. And he does hit it. Alright, 10-0 so far. Very similar start, except for instead of the passing game going off, it's the running game. Dolphins' opening drive wasn't as bad either. Pressure coming from Tate, but a wide open Curtis has the first down to the 45-yard line. Handoff going outside, and he'll be stuffed. Just a gain of 1 on the play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring it to 2nd and 9.
Handoff going outside, stuffed. No gain. Farmer with a tackle. 3rd down and 9 coming up now. Just drop out of this blitz. Do not send it. Thank you. Pressure inside. He passes off the mark. Just trust the front 7. Their O-line is not that good. We know this. Alright. Starting this drive at the 30-yard line. Probably going to hand it off to Patterson here. Hollenbeck in motion, and Patterson will get the handoff. Picking up a gain of 4. It's 1 yard short of a 100-yard all-purpose. Handoff going outside. He cuts it back inside, picking up 4 more. Taking us to the end of the first quarter. Play action bootleg pass caught, first down. It's Spriggs on the slant. Gain of 13, his first catch of the day. Probably going to see a handoff here as we've been spamming the run today. And we'll go pass instead. Under pressure has Hollenbeck for a first down. This is looking like a pass, but maybe it's a run. And we will do a play action. Pass caught. Spriggs first down inside the red zone. Going pass again. Hollenbeck caught. Gain of 8. Roughing the passer on top of it. Patterson in the backfield needs 6 yards. Handoff goes inside, and he'll have 2. 5 wide here on 2nd and goal. Pass outside, out of bounds. We're going to challenge it. Oh yeah, he was out of bounds all day. Why are we challenging that? All day he was out of bounds. What the hell? Pass dumped. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Alvarado. Field goal unit to come out once again.
One time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half.
13-0 Jets. Not as dominant of a start as our first meeting this year, but still solid. We were up 28-7 at halftime the last time. Good return to the 27-yard line. Good season so far for Jermaine Curtis.
13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive.
Pass dump short. Gain of 5. It's Beverly.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Delayed handoff inside is stuffed. Loss of 5 for McCune and Irons there.
Get out of the backfield. 3rd down and 10.
Just send 4. We do. Pass floated deep. He has a step, but he couldn't hang on. Hickman out there got beat. Reason he's not starting. And we'll begin our next drive at the 28. Charlie Smart definitely usually catches passes like that. It's definitely a surprise he couldn't hang on that time. Pass dump short. Hollenbeck picks up 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Corbin.
Pressure coming. He barely gets that off.
But it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the
3rd
area,
down
so
and
it's not
6.
even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Pass over the middle. Caught. First down. Hollenbeck. Alright, let's get Patterson involved on the drive. I think we've gone away from it enough here to get it to work. Never mind. Loss of 5 on the play. Crockett with the tackle. That was unfortunate. Pass dump short. Spriggs will pick up the lost yards and a little bit more. Allows Stevens shaken up. We'll have to punt if we don't pick this up. Pass over the middle. Alvarado wide open. First down to the 27. Field goal range has been established. See if we can get a better run here. Handoff inside. He'll pick up 4. Going 5 wide here on 2nd down. Pass dump short. Gain of 4 for Hollenbeck into the red zone.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Pass caught. First down. Alvarado down to the 4. Goal to go. Might be going pass here. We definitely are. Although we should definitely be running. Yes, thank you for that audible. Although it somehow did not work. Loss of 1 on the play. Maybe if we ran it right down the middle it would have been better, but still. Hand off to the fullback, Thompson, and he'll be a couple yards shy. 3rd and goal from the 2. The Dolphins defense doing really well. Hand off inside. Patterson stuffed. Hughes Saunders gets right through. We're going to go for it. Going past, no one's open, threw it straight to a defender, and that's intercepted. Off the ricochet. That's unfortunate. Alright. They've had a great goal line stand on back-to-back drives. Total of 3 points inside the 5. On 2 different drives. Handoff inside, and he'll almost get the first down. Overstreet taken down, 1 yard shy by Farmer. Probably going to see a handoff here again if I had to guess. They're going to pass, dumped wide open, first down to the 40. It's Bryant. 2-minute warning has been reached. Dolphins get ball at half, so a touchdown here and a touchdown out of half will give them the lead. And they definitely played a lot better in the second half of the last game. Pass over the middle, caught, first down beyond the 50-yard line. Pass dumped short, gain of 1, tackled there by Kenny. Again, just a little curl route, 1 yard again for Beverly. They will punt from the 38-yard line, so. And he's going to step forward and have the first down. No linebacker there to prevent the run. They're in secured field goal range now. First timeout off the board. They threw a pick 6 in this situation last time. See if they redeem themselves this time. Pass dump short. First down to the 18-yard line. Got out of bounds as well. Pressure inside. He dumps it short. Gain of 2. Timeout. Pressure coming. He's hit by Farmer and sacked by Irons. So the most they'll be getting, barring a big play, is a field goal. Or nothing at all. Caught. Nearly got the touchdown, but played terribly there. They milked the clock, and they almost got a touchdown, but they run out of all their time. I need to pay more attention to the ticker at the bottom for a few other teams. Browns, Texans. Handoff inside, stuffed, a loss of 2. Subtle on the play. Browns lost. Ravens could become a problem for us though. Pressure outside, there's the sack by Langham. Back-to-back plays going negative. Third down and 19, can they convert here? Pass floated outside off the mark. He wanted Bryant on Williams. He targets Williams a lot. As he probably should with this matchup. Just because the speed is killing him. And the return will go out to the 42-yard line.
And the Jets will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Handoff inside. Patterson spun down after a gain of 1. Has been bouncing back and forth between 90 and 89 for a while now. Pass floated outside, caught. First down for Spriggs. From the 41, 2 to the 41.
Goes for a first down.
Handoff inside. Patterson finally has a lane. First down. Over 100 now.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Oh, that's a spoiler.
Throwing on first down. Corbin.
Pass dump short, incomplete for Alvarado. Yeah, he is not hitting 2,000 this year unless he hits like 200 in the next 3 games. Pass outside, caught. Gain of 5 for Hendricks.
Able to get it down to the 25 there. 3rd and 5.
Going 5 wide. Pass outside, caught by Spriggs. First down inside the red zone.
He's going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
5 wide again.
To throw.
Pass dumped short, bounced out of the hands of Spriggs. That was dangerous.
And it's 2nd down.
Might see a handoff here. Play action instead. Pass over the middle. Touchdown, Spriggs. Ben Spriggs. Another spoiler. They're spoiling their stats left and right. Right before the stat update.
They'll look to throw.
Pass caught. Spriggs. 2-point conversion is good. 21-0 Jets.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space.
Probably going to see a lot more running, which is where the comeback had kind of started last time we played them. Just because they were playing the run and we couldn't get as much yardage. Kind of like how they've adjusted in this one already. And the sack by Suttle.
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game.
Handoff inside, and he'll pick up a gain of 3. 3rd and 14 coming up.
Who will step up here? We'll see. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blitz sent, picked up initially, and he almost got sacked. Fired deep, nearly intercepted. Hackett came from across the field to knock that one down. So it's going to be a short field for the Jets. Starting here at the 43-yard line. Injured player there. I think that's Reuben Foster. Crockett off the edge. Let's hope we're not going that way. Thank goodness. Handoff here. Patterson picks up 3.
Maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction.
Pressure coming. He dumps it short to Patterson, who'll have the first down.
Winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise?
Second catch of the day. Both are going for first downs.
To keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Handoff going outside. He has a lane. It's a big one. Down to the 22-yard line. I was about to say the 19.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw.
And Alvarado's wide open. He didn't want him, though. He wanted Holland back, and he missed him.
Offense was moving
Was open.
back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand.
Oh my, the Texans lost. Pass deep, caught, touchdown number 2 for Spriggs.
Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the
Stop
Jets
spoiling.
add on to that lead.
I mean, I already knew it because of the last spoiler, but still.
There, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see
I think he's a
anything
pretty
else lead.
solid position for O'Roy. It just depends on the yardage.
You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the
And if there's a running back that's being a menace.
There, you want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And this will not be returned.
Just imagine him next year. He's going to be a menace to society. Especially if Corbett can get a little more accurate. 28-0 Jets. Pass cut. Picks up 5.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
Massive win there for the Steelers.
In a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it. Watching this
pass caught over the middle for a first down. It's Beverly.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Handoff inside, picks up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Looking to throw on
Passing complete over the middle, jarred free by Kenny.
He doesn't drop too many in that department.
Third down and 4.
Looking to throw.
Pass dumped short, and he stumbles out of bounds. It's Smart with the catch. He would have been short anyways, though. More than likely. With the defender coming down on him. Punts is away. And fair catch called for at the 13. Spriggs with a massive game today. We'll see if he gets over 100. Definitely can. Handoff inside. Patterson has a nice gain of 6 yards. We're definitely going to run it here, I'd say. No, we are not. Pass caught down the sideline. It's Hollenbach. First down to the 35-yard line. Going 5 wide here. For absolutely no reason. Pass dump short. Alvarado picks up 2. Pass outside, broken up, intended for Patterson. Third down and 8. Pass floated off the mark for Spriggs. Punt team coming out. Alright, the return will go out here to the 27. Goodness, where did I get the 30 from? Still time in this one, but if they don't score on this drive, they're cooked. Essentially. Pass caught over the middle by Smart, picks up 7.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was
audible here from Richter. Pass dumped short. Curtis first down.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pressure off the edge. It's dumped short, but he can't get there. Good play there for Subtle to force the errant pass. Blitz sent, picked up, and the ball is jarred free from the hands of Bryant by Kenny. Third down and 10. Blitz sent again, it gets through, and it's McCune with a sack. Alright, we'll begin this drive at the 19, and the first play of this drive will end the third quarter. Because we're definitely running. And Spriggs will take a jet sweep for nothing. To the fourth quarter we go. I say we hand it off here and then go pass if we get small yardage. But it's Patterson, we should always expect big yardage. Gain of 8 on the play. 3rd down and 2, decision time. Looking like a run here. Play action, pass caught, Hendricks first down. That was almost dangerous. If he didn't cut that boot short, he would have got sacked. Steelers coming up to be a dangerous team potentially for us as well. Handoff inside, loss of 2 for Patterson. It's Hugh Saunders.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Pitch outside, and he'll get the yardage he lost back. 3rd down and 10, we're going to go pass here.
Of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss.
Pass going deep and off the mark for Spriggs. Punt team coming out.
But it misses the target, incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22.
And that's going to be a drive starting here at the 29. No points here results in the end of this game.
Throwing to start the drive.
Pass incomplete to Smart. 2nd and 10. If we see them this drive quickly, we will be simulating. Potentially. Pass dumped short. Picks up 2.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here.
Going 5 wide here.
On 3rd down, Richter.
Pressure off the edge. Hit as he threw, and that's going nowhere. You know, we'll watch our drive too. They're going to go for it. Just because if it fails here, this is where we're going to be. So, pass floated deep and incomplete. Jets take over here at the 31-yard line. We'll see how this drive ends, and then we'll send the rest of this game. Handoff going outside. Patterson's going nowhere, just a gain of 1.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And a little RPO. Spriggs picks up 5, getting over 100. Sure, that was the pure purpose for that play. Handoff inside. Patterson, first down and more, breaking more tackles down to the 10. 157 for him now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw.
Going past for absolutely no reason. He's going to get sacked, isn't he? The throwaway there.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Why would you not hand it off? That doesn't make sense.
Leads to a 2nd and 10.
Handoff going inside. Patterson, just a gain of 1 on the play. Now I can see us throwing again.
And they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass dump short, touchdown Hendricks. 35-0. The Jets dominate here. They get 3 on the board, finally doing something at least. And we'll end win the game there. Alright. 269, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Corbett. 185 and a touchdown for Patterson. 3 for Thompson. 6 for Corbett. 102 and 2 touchdowns for Spriggs. 68 for Hollenbeck. 40 for Alvarado. 24 for Patterson. 20 a touchdown for Hendricks. 15 for Hoover. Nothing else. And Patterson's over 200 all-purpose. 2 sacks for Irons, 1 for Suttle, 1 for McCune, 1 for Langham, half for Hickman, and half for Tate. No turnovers, which means none of this. Alright. So a huge win there. Pretty much doesn't seal us into the playoffs, but it gets us pretty close. We'll go pass coverage here. Get him up to, for one of each of those, I'll take that for sure. Ben Spriggs, after his monster game, getting an upgrade. I feel like we went deep threat with his last one. We will go physical here. Getting him up to an 81 overall. Plus 4 catching, plus 1 release, and plus 1 short route running. The man is a legend. Devin Kinney. The young age of 25. He's already a 93 overall. Definitely have to go man-to-man here, though. Possibly a 94. He is. Still not able to upgrade this poor soul. Won't be able to do that till next season, more than likely. Let's go ahead and advance the week. We have a 2-game lead over the Dolphins now. So we are the number 2 seed. We can pull this off. I mean, did the Chiefs win though? Yes. So the Chiefs have clinched the playoffs. We have to win this week in order to have a chance to pass them. But basically, we would have to win the rest of the season to even have a chance to pass them. If they win one more game, it's wraps, no matter what. This is week 15, so we're at 18. That's 15, 16, 17, 18. So this Cardinals game is all that much important now. If we get a win and the Dolphins lose, we should clinch the division. Should. Big start there for Spriggs. Diving out for that one. He just got an upgrade, so he probably won't get one for a couple more weeks, if I had to say. But you never know with a superstar wide receiver what you're going to get. Out of bounds. Not true, but it's what it says. And pass breakup. 12,006 is a good mark, but there is potential for better. Specifically, right here. If I can do this right, it could be easily better. I take that back. That's a good start. And they don't give us the tackle there. Oh, I pulled back. Why would I do that? I had him. Oh my goodness. This is what happens. Alright, there we go. We got the bronze. Damn it. I mean, the tackle bonus is huge, but still. That's on me. I got my ankle snapped. And I guess they farmed into the earth. Dang it. Did not want to go after Patterson there, but the block was impeccable. Bruh. Bronze it is. So we're getting cooked up right now. Ain't no way. Alright, I need a fumble from Corbett. Damn it, we're not getting anything. Oh well. Well, it could have been worse. Oscar Rivers, we're at 18, so we're on long haul. Doing well, doing well. Alright, this is not going well whatsoever. We're only getting 2. This is probably going to be a silver. Barely got gold. I say barely, but it's by like 400 points. AJ Langham. Is this 18? This is 18. He does have an opportunity here to get over 12K. Take the opening interception. Incompletion, it was too low. I got beat there. That's good. Damn it. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. So 12K is probably out of reach. Hell yeah. But gold is not. Give me that. It's not out of reach. If I get a pick here, we might be able to surpass it, and I do. 2,700. Goodness, that 14,275. Good job, Langham. Throw Langham. Yep. Extra aggression. This could beat them both. Just depends how I play. So far, they don't have anything to worry about. Tried to go for a stiff arm there. Did not activate. This is not going well. Oh, it's really not going well now. Alright. He's getting some potential here. Oh yeah, he was probably gonna beat it. Probably. Not definitely. Yeah, he's definitely beating it now. He just doesn't have the speed, unfortunately. He just beat it. The winner for the week is Hassan Vincent. Won't be getting gold, though. Won't be him next week. That's for sure. Chad Knoll on the long haul. One has to beat 4,400 if he wants to be the winner for his position or his drill. That was very dangerous. Great start. On pace for 5,000 points. Needs 1,000 more points for the lead. And he'll get it. And the fumble, he almost hit 6K right there. Start training. See who's got upgrades before this Cardinals game. A lot of rookies here. Go power moves here. +2, take that. Hassan Vincent. Go power back again. We'll go elusive next time. +2 break tackle, we like that. Sean Wall. Got to go run stopper here. Alright, I'll be right back. My apologies for that. Going to be advancing the week here in a moment. Make sure there's nothing else to do. There is not. Advance the week. 4-9 Cardinals. We lost to the 3-8 Chargers after our Dolphins win last time. We reversed the trend. We will. 28-21. Corbett had all 4 touchdowns, so nothing for Patterson. 193 and 4 touchdowns. Richardson threw a pass for 16 yards. 81 yards for Patterson. 23 for Hess. 13 for Corbett. 75 and 3 touchdowns for Spriggs. Oh, Chip Oliver. 43 and a touchdown for Hendricks. 36 for Hollenbeck. 25 for Alvarado. 14 for Patterson. That'll be all there. Sack for Irons and Tate. No interceptions. Let me guess, no fumbles either. So again, no defensive stats outside of the sacks. There's no turnovers, not defensive stats. We had some sacks. So, the last thing we'll get into here after we check if we've clinched the playoffs, which we have not. Alright, so basically, if we win this game, we put ourselves in a good position. The Broncos could take their division, which is crazy. Alright, we knocked the Dolphins out of the playoffs, which is perfect. Not out of it entirely, but pretty much. Excuse me. So if the season ended today, we'd be playing the Colts, who I'm pretty sure we lost to this season already. So hopefully we can avoid that. But the stat update is now here. 3,371 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions for Corbett. Much better season so far. Interceptions need to go down, but still. 1,562 yards and 12 touchdowns for Patterson. Yeah, no. Unless, well, if he has a couple, he needs, let's do some quick math real quick. Quick math. 2,000 minus 1,562. He's, oh wait, hold on. My math was in my brain got messed up. Yeah, he needs 438 more rushing yards in the next 3 games. Highly unlikely. I got messed up where he was like only going to need 100 each game. Just ignore me. 217 and 2 touchdowns for Hess, 67 from 2 touchdowns for Corbett, 27 2 touchdowns for Vincent, 20 for Hendricks, 16 for Thompson, 16 for Richardson, 7 for Hollenbeck, 4 for Spriggs. Alright, 880, 2 touchdowns for Alvarado, 831 and 12 touchdowns for Spriggs. I'm really hoping he hits 1,000, but he might not. 806 and 6 touchdowns for Hendricks, 564 and 3 touchdowns for Hollenbeck, 241 and 3 touchdowns for Patterson. So he will definitely be over 2K all-purpose, I would say. 76 and a touchdown for Hoover, 55 and a touchdown for Arsenal, 36 touchdown for Barkley, 26 2 touchdowns for Hess, 10 and a touchdown for Thompson. Defensively, 12 sacks for Suttle, 6 for Irons, 5 for Farmer, 4 for Knoll, 3.5 for Tate, 3 for Walker, 2 for Allison, 1.5 for Langham, 1 for McCune, and Hopkins, half for Hickman. 3 interceptions for McCune and Kinney, 1 for Walker, Hickman, Hackett, and Bonds. Forced fumbles, we have 1 for McCune, Kinney, Bonds, Suttle, and Knoll. Recoveries by McCune and Farmer. No blocks, we do have the safety for Tate, and the pick 6 by Kinney. We have the 2nd ranked offense in terms of yards, the 10th ranked defense in terms of yards, the 1st ranked offense in points scored, and the 5th ranked offense or defense in points allowed. Alright, so we are nowhere near up here. We're not even on, oh wait, this is the MVP list. Of course we're not. That's not a surprise to anyone here. Coach of the Year, Joe Namath. This is what I was looking at. Paul Williams, our old friend, is taking Offensive Player of the Year right now from Patterson. Patterson just needs more touchdowns. Suttle is Defensive Player of the Year, and we also have McCune down there at 10. Spriggs is probably going to be your clear favorite for Offensive Rookie. Walker at 3 for defensive, Langham at 9, Corbett at 5 for quarterback, Patterson at 1 for running back, Williams, our old buddy, at 1 for receiver, Spriggs behind him at 4, Jenkins at 5 for O-line, Sull at 1 for D-line, McCune at 6 for the linebackers, Kinney at 3 for defensive backs, and Cunningham at 4. Alright, so we will slide in here to take a look at a few things real quick in rushing standards. He is tied with, I think that's Broderick Terry. I want him to get 3 more touchdowns this year. I want him to pass LaDainian Tomlinson. If he plays 1 more year, he'll have a chance of getting over Emmitt Smith, but that's where it's going to end. Let's see if Fuller's breaking any higher. He's not on the receiving yards yet, which means he probably won't be. Touchdowns, yeah, he's done rising here. At least he passed CeeDee Lamb. That's cool. He is 57 touchdowns away from Jerry. It's crazy. Now, I think if he plays 1 more season, he has a chance of passing Randy Moss, but it's not very high. But we are going to end this one here. Hoo day to all you Bengals fans out there. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.